Ice cream conversation. Ice cream conversation. Let's go. Forever on the grind all day, every day. Ice cream combos, always real, they never play. Download the podcast, listen on any day. Why didn't I do this sooner? Only thing you ever say. Xaviera, best host of all time. All of the faithful listeners will say they never lie. Check every story they run, like me with the rhymes. When other shows report anything, it should be a crime. Entertainment news, yeah, I gotta get mine from ICC, and you should be inclined to do the same if you got half a mind. I do co-sign this lady to shine like Frankenstein. Cut it the day design. IceCreamCombos.com. Tune in, yeah. This influence by IceCreamCombos.com.
So, Tommy, I'm super excited to be talking to you because I have come to know you through the Steve Harvey Show, but I have come to love you dear in my heart through Ready to Love.
Thank you.
Yes, Ready to Love is one of the shows that my husband and I, it's our must-see TV. So it's what we watch every Friday night together. Right. And I'm just super excited for you all, you, Will Packer, and the rest of the OWN team. You're coming up on 100 episodes. How does that feel?
Oh my God. You know what? This is, you take on a job, you take on a responsibility and you say, okay, I'm going to do the best that I can. And you just every day, you just grind and do what you're supposed to do. But I never would have thought, oh my God, 100? Come on.
Episodes.
You know, when I was a kid, you used to be like, okay, the Good Times got 100 or the Jeffersons got 100. That's a lot. But you know, to be in this day and time and still to be able to be in that number with so many people who have accomplished that 100, man, for me, for my main man, Will Packer, this is amazing. And I take my hat off and I can't do it by myself. It takes the crew, it takes the producers, it takes everybody to make this happen. And we all did this together.
Yes, I call you and Will Packer the facilitators of Black love now. You're the facilitators of Black love.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, just, watching the show, initially it was like, we have Ready to Love, we have these singles, we have these couples, and we have Nephew Tommy Miles as the host. But Tommy, you're more than just a host to these couples. You have slipped into mentorship. You inspire them weekly, you and the beautiful Miss Jacqueline. You play therapist, sometimes you do everything so gracefully because, when dealing with other adults, you bring in all these personalities and you're dealing with all these different things, but you handle it with such finesse. What does that mean to you just to be able to come in and, as I call you, the facilitator of Black love, but what does it mean to you to evolve into all of these other meaningful roles to these singles that are for love?
You know what? I think I've grown as a person. I think I've grown even as a host of guiding and trying to give somebody the best information that's going to help them out. And it's just been putting more thought to it, saying, you know what, in order to help somebody, I gotta be open. I gotta let them know what I definitely think. I don't wanna hurt you, but I want to educate you at the same time. And there's got to be a way that I can gracefully do that without making you shut down. And that's what I'm trying. That's what I try not to do. Because if anybody comes in closed up, it's not going to help. I got to get everybody to open up and be themselves and show me who you are. Be vulnerable and let me get you to where you're trying to go. I'm your love doctor. I'm your Cupid. So let me get you there. And it just feels good to be able to have that particular skill set that I can actually get someone to where they're trying to go. And you get there in a classy way. And that's the part that means a lot to me, is getting there classy.
Absolutely. So now that we're approaching 100 episodes and we are 3, 4, 5 seasons in, for you, do you see any difference in the singles coming in? Because, one of the things that I do after each episode, I slide into the streets of Twitter to see what's buzzing. Right? And it's so funny because, and let me just take a moment to thank you, because you have also supported my Ready to Love content by sharing it with your readers and with your audience. So I sincerely appreciate that as well. But, one of the things that I hear buzzing is like, people are starting to question the authenticity of some of the singles that are coming in, because now we live in a clout chasing era, right?
Yeah.
So are you really looking for love? And I feel like your radar is really good with that. But do you feel like the vetting process has become a little more difficult, or do you have any concerns about people who just want to be on TV versus those really looking for love?
You know what? There's always a concern. I've had that concern, and vetting them a lot in a lot more detail is definitely more important for us to really get those who genuinely want to find love. But just like in life, though, everyday life, there are some people that put a face on that we can't see past it. There are some people that know how to put a show on and we cannot see past it. And you know what? But after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, guess what? It's going to come out. Your true colors are going to show up. We're going to see it. And that's when everybody sits back and says, aha, here we go. And this is why you are in the situation that you are in, and it all comes out. So that, it's going to happen. We're going to have some people that are going to be some great actors that we can't see past it. But sooner or later, it's going to come out. You're going to show it. There's some people that's made it 3/4 of the way through some of these seasons, and, towards the tail end, you'd be like, well, damn, I didn't know that. Well, here you are. Here you are.
Yes.
And we're going to expose it, and you're probably not going to make it another week. But that's what life is. We got people that's going out on dates in regular life that are running into people that have camouflaged some things for months. And then, a year or two later, here's a lady saying, I did not even see this coming. He was this, and that. I didn't know this. He lived at his mama's house. He been lying the whole time, Tommy. And that's what happens.
You are absolutely right. So over the course of the 100 episodes, and I'm just so excited about that, do you have a personal favorite moment or memory just throughout or dealing with the couples each season? Is there something that's personal to you that's just like your favorite moment?
Well, I'm just recently with Rashid and Simone getting engaged on the show. I mean, that was major for me. That was for it to happen there. She had no idea about it. When you see a woman crumble to her knees and mess up her clothes, she didn't know. She did not know. She did not know.
Not crumble to the knees.
Just crumble. And
yes, she did.
And I think they genuinely care for each other. I think that we're on to something there. I think with Joy and Clifton, another home run. I think they knew almost from day one that they had a connection, and they respected the process and moved around the room, but they kept gravitating back to one another. So there's moments like that. I think if I have to say greatest, you always go back to number one. You always go back to when it first happened, when I didn't know what to expect and they didn't know what to expect. We're all going in this together. We're all blind going into this. And that's Atlanta. First season of Atlanta is just, it's just OMG. I don't know. I'm still trying to help you get there, but I don't really know. And I think that was the excitement for me is I did the best I could trying to get them there. They were some incredible contestants, and they are just like the legends of all of it because they did it first, and you just can't replace that.
You definitely can't. Now, there are some cities, and I won't mention the city, but that I noticed that you had a little more pep in your step when Ready to Love went there, and I know why. But in the future, are there any other cities that you would like to see Ready to Love step into and explore their singles and helping them find love?
You know what? If oh my God, I got a few in my head.
Okay, let me know.
I would love to see in the summer, okay?
Okay, in the summertime.
I'd love to see Chicago. That would be great.
Oh, that'd be nice.
But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. The wind, the below zero, all that, I can't do it. I can't help you find love that cold. It's too cold.
It'll be ready for cod liver oil.
all of that. I think that would be a good city.
Yes.
You know, I have mixed emotions, but because I don't know. New York, you could do it.
Oh yeah.
You could definitely do it in New York. You're gonna find everything you want in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I love the blue skies of LA. I just don't know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't want us getting actors,
Influencers and all that.
Exactly.
Okay, so another question I would like to ask you for singles. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I hope you had an amazing Valentine's Day.
I did.
For singles who are out there who are ready to love, but for some reason they feel like they just haven't found that person, what advice would the one and only Nephew Tommy Miles give a single who is ready to love, but just has not found that person yet?
I think the best advice I can give you is to stay positive, be open, be vulnerable. Let's pick and choose where we're going to find someone. Because keep in mind, wherever you find them, that might be the type of environment you dwell in. So you gotta be very conscientious about, okay, well, I found him at the hole in the wall, and what kind of life we gonna have. And I'm not saying
Tommy,
you can't.
I kind of met my husband at a hole.
I'm not
We
saying
going strong, Tommy. We together 20 years, Tommy. We going strong.
20 deep.
We going
20
strong.
deep. I'm 20. I'm 22.
Okay, so I am 20. This year I'll be 21.
That's good.
Can you do something for me? Yes.
That's good. That's beautiful.
Yes.
And
awesome.
unfortunately I met mine in college, you know?
Oh, see. No, do you remember? Okay, so I'm going to jog your memory. Do you remember Club Kaya in Atlanta?
Club Kaya?
Yes. And Frank Ski used to DJ on Friday nights.
Oh, that boy's cold.
Yeah, Frank Ski. And I was in there, Tommy, and I was shaking a leg, and I looked over and I said, now that looked like that might be my match. And here we are. Now we're grandparents.
Wow. See, that's a beautiful thing. And you know what? I will say this. It can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
It can happen anywhere. It's just you being open and saying, this is it. This is the one. I know this is perfect for me. I know this is right for me. And there's a lot of single women out there that are just unsure because they see some men that are just dirty and rotten, and he got game and he trying to do this and that. And then you're trying to see if he's genuine or not. And you just got to be patient, because when it's right for you, your spirit will let you know that this is a good move.
Yes. So in addition to the radio show, to Ready to Love and all the great things you're doing, Nephew Tommy, I got a little email yesterday that told me Nephew Tommy was fitting to be in movies.
Oh my God.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the acting bug here? I'm excited for you.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
Everyone says the acting bug, but people don't know where I come from. Okay. And that's what's amazing to me, is that they're like, no, he's supposed to be radio. No, he's supposed to be stand-up. And they have no earthly idea that this, theater is what I studied in college. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So all through junior high and high school and college, I'm just straight thespian. It wasn't until later I picked up stand-up. It wasn't until later I got on the radio. So I come from, I studied with the Royal Shakespeare Company of London. They have no idea. To be or not to be, that is the question, whether it is be noble in the mind, to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing end them to die, to sleep perchance, to dream.
Yes, sir. You better school us today. That is fantastic. So you're tapping into, so basically at this point, you're just tapping into all of your gifts.
And I'm going back to where I came from. And it's just a full circle now. So now there's Lifetime Movie Channel. Easter weekend, I will be in a show alongside Stephanie Mills, and it is called Pride. And I think you will see me in a way that you have never seen me before.
Well, I'm very excited, and just congratulations on everything, the radio, the stand-up, the acting. Look, next time commercials, what we doing, Tommy? Like, I'm just so happy for you, because you are a very good human being.
Thank you.
And it's rare nowadays. And so I'm just glad that God is just continually to bless you and allow you to tap into all of your talents, to go back to your origins, and just to continue to facilitate Black love.
That's it. That's it.
Just congratulations, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. But before I let you go, I have to ask you, because we are Ice Cream Conversations.
Okay.
I have to ask you, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Please do not tell me you lactose intolerant, because I know most of us are.
No, actually, ice cream is my weakness.
Okay.
So I don't know why I'm so traditional. I'm that vanilla, chocolate, strawberry with hot fudge, whipped cream, nuts, and cherry. That's me all day. That's me. Every now and then I can throw that banana in there. Now, if I get jiggy with it, then I'm gonna go over to Ben and Jerry and get some Rainforest Crunch, and I'm gonna be buck wild. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Showing out a little bit.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you again. Congratulations on 100 episodes. Cheers to 100 more episodes. Cheers to more Black love, more Ready to Love, and more Nephew Tommy Miles everywhere we look. So congratulations, and have a great day. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
I'm grateful.
All right.
Thank
have
you.
a great day.
Ice cream conversation. Ice cream conversation.